Did you know that one small town in Indiana accidentally sold itself on eBay? Or that the state is home to a city where it's technically illegal to catch a fish with your bare hands? Indiana, the crossroads of America, is packed with bizarre laws, shocking history, and mind-blowing facts that most people have never heard. From its connection to the moon landing to a mysterious underground city, we're counting down 50 incredible facts about Indiana that will completely change how you see the Hoosier State. Stick around until number 1. You won't believe what Indiana invented that changed the world forever. Let's dive in. Fact 50. The word Hoosier remains a complete mystery. Despite being Indiana's official nickname since the 1800s, nobody truly knows where Hoosier comes from. Some historians say it derives from early settlers asking, "Who's here?" when strangers knocked on their cabin doors. Others claim it comes from a canal contractor named Samuel Hoosier, who preferred hiring Indiana workers. Another theory suggests it evolved from Husher, referring to tough frontier fighters. The Indiana Historical Society has investigated dozens of theories, but the true origin remains one of America's greatest etymological mysteries. Fact 49. Number 49. Indiana's state flag is packed with symbolism. Adopted in 1917, the flag features 19 stars representing Indiana as the 19th state. The outer circle contains 13 stars for the original colonies, while an inner semicircle has 5 stars for the next 5 states. The 19th star sits above a flaming torch symbolizing liberty and enlightenment. Designer Paul Hadley won a competition among thousands of entries. The flag was a statement about Indiana's role in holding the nation together during World War I. Fact 48. Indianapolis has more monuments and memorials than any U.S. city except Washington, D.C. The Soldiers and Sailors Monument stands 284 feet tall and took 13 years to build. Indianapolis has over 50 outdoor sculptures concentrated along Monument Circle and the Canal Walk. Civic leaders in the late 1800s deliberately designed the city to honor veterans, creating one of the most patriotic urban landscapes in America. Fact 47. Santa Claus. Indiana receives over 500,000 letters every Christmas. This town of 2,500 people was named by accident in 1856 when someone allegedly shouted Santa Claus during a Christmas Eve meeting. Volunteers known as Santa's Elves respond to letters from children worldwide. The town has streets named Candy Castle Drive and Kringle Place, plus Holiday World Theme Park. Fact 46. Indiana has produced more vice presidents than any other state. 5 called Indiana home: Schuyler Colfax, Thomas Hendricks, Charles Fairbanks, Thomas Marshall, and Dan Quayle. Thomas Marshall famously said, "What this country needs is a really good 5-cent cigar," during a Senate debate. Despite this, Indiana has never produced a U.S. president born in the state. Fact 45. The first professional baseball game was played in Fort Wayne. On May 4, 1871, the Fort Wayne Kekiongas defeated Cleveland 2-0 in the first official professional game. Bobby Matthews threw the first pitch. The Kekiongas were part of the National Association of Professional Baseball Players, but folded after one season due to financial troubles. Fact 44. Indiana limestone built America's most iconic structures. It's been used in the Empire State Building, Pentagon, National Cathedral, and 35 state capitals. The limestone belt runs through south-central Indiana around Bloomington and Bedford. What makes it special is its consistent color, ease of carving, and durability. This 330-million-year-old stone from ancient seabeds has been architects' choice for over 150 years. Fact 43. The world's first theme park was Santa Claus Land in Indiana. Opened in 1946 by Louis J. Koch, it predated Disneyland by 9 years. Koch visited Santa Claus and was saddened that children found nothing there, so he created a park where Santa would always be present. It featured Santa's workshop, a toy shop, and a restaurant shaped like a Christmas dinner. In 1984, it expanded and became Holiday World. Fact 42. Indiana has the most interstate highways per square mile in America. 8 major interstates cross the state, making it truly the crossroads of America. About 70% of U.S. and Canadian manufacturing happens within 700 miles of Indianapolis. This makes Indiana a logistics powerhouse for warehousing, distribution, and freight transportation. Fact 41. The Indianapolis 500 is the world's largest single-day sporting event. The Speedway holds approximately 250,000 permanent seats, with total capacity around 400,000. The first race was held in 1911. Winning drivers drink milk in Victory Lane, a tradition starting in 1936. The Speedway covers 253 acres and includes a golf course inside the track. Fact 40. Elwood Haynes of Kokomo invented one of America's first cars. On July 4, 1894, Haynes road-tested his Pioneer automobile, reaching 6 miles per hour. He later founded the Haynes Automobile Company, operating from 1898 to 1925. Interestingly, Haynes also invented stainless steel and made significant contributions to metallurgy. Fact 39. Studebaker, one of America's most famous car companies, was based in South Bend. Before cars, Studebaker built wagons for Union forces during the Civil War and settlers heading west. The company transitioned to automobiles in 1902. At its peak, Studebaker employed 23,000 workers. They produced the iconic Avanti sports car with futuristic design. Studebaker closed its South Bend plant in 1963. Fact 38. Indiana produces more popcorn than any other state. Nearly 1/3 of America's popcorn comes from Indiana, earning it the title Popcorn Capital of the World. Orville Redenbacher developed his signature hybrid in Valparaiso. Indiana's climate and soil are perfectly suited for growing popcorn. Charles Cretors of Marion invented the popcorn machine in 1885, cementing Indiana's popcorn legacy. Fact 37. James Dean, Hollywood icon, was from Fairmount, Indiana. Dean grew up on his aunt and uncle's farm after his mother died. Though he only starred in 3 major films before his death at 24, Dean became a cultural icon representing teenage rebellion. Fairmount celebrates the James Dean Festival every September, attracting fans worldwide. Dean's boyhood home and museum contain personal artifacts. Fact 36. Michael Jackson was born in Gary, Indiana. The King of Pop was born August 29, 1958, in a small house on Jackson Street. The Jackson 5 got their start performing in Gary before being discovered. Gary was a booming steel town when the Jacksons lived there. The Jackson family's success represents one of entertainment's most remarkable rises. Fact 35. David Letterman is from Indianapolis. The late-night legend graduated from Broad Ripple High School and Ball State University. Letterman got his start at Indianapolis radio and TV stations before moving to Los Angeles. He maintained strong ties to Indiana, frequently mentioning the state on his show. In 2007, Letterman donated millions to Ball State for a communications building. Fact 34. Indiana's official state pie is sugar cream pie. This dessert consists of cream, sugar, vanilla, and flour in a pie crust, topped with nutmeg. It's called Hoosier pie, or finger pie, because you can mix it with your finger. The pie became popular among Quaker and Amish communities because it could be made with pantry staples. In 2009, the Indiana General Assembly officially designated it state pie. Fact 33. Indiana Beach Amusement Park sits on Lake Schaefer. Opened in 1926, this family-owned park features the wooden roller coaster, the Hoosier Hurricane. The park's slogan, "There's more than corn in Indiana," became famous in the 1970s and 80s. What makes Indiana Beach unique is that many rides are built over water, creating a distinctive boardwalk atmosphere. Fact 32. The world's largest ball of paint is in Alexandria. Mike Carmichael started painting a baseball in 1977 and never stopped. Over 40 years later, the ball weighs over 5,000 pounds with more than 26,000 layers. Visitors can add their own layer by appointment. It's been featured in Ripley's Believe It or Not. This quirky roadside attraction captures Indiana's embrace of unusual achievements. Fact 31. Indiana University has won 5 NCAA men's basketball championships. Under legendary coach Bob Knight, the Hoosiers dominated from the 1970s through 1980s. The 1975 to 1976 team remains the last undefeated NCAA champion, finishing 32-0. Assembly Hall in Bloomington is one of college basketball's most intimidating venues. Basketball is deeply woven into Indiana's cultural identity. Fact 30. The movie Hoosiers was filmed in Indiana based on a true story. The 1986 film starring Gene Hackman follows a small-town team's improbable championship run. It's based on the 1954 Milan High School team that won despite having only 161 students. The actual gym where Milan played still stands and hosts the Hoosier Gym. Hoosiers is consistently ranked among the greatest sports films ever. Fact 29. Garfield, the famous cartoon cat, was created by Indiana native Jim Davis. Born in Marion and raised on a farm near Fairmount, Davis created Garfield in 1978. The comic strip became one of the most widely syndicated in the world, appearing in over 2,500 newspapers. Davis based Garfield's personality on farm cats he grew up with. Garfield is now a billion-dollar franchise. Fact 28. The Raggedy Ann doll was created in Indiana. Cartoonist Johnny Gruelle from Indianapolis created the iconic character in 1915. According to legend, Gruelle's daughter Marcella found an old, faceless doll in the attic, and her father drew a face on it, creating Raggedy Ann. He wrote stories about the doll's adventures that became phenomenally popular. Raggedy Andy followed soon after. Fact 27. Indiana has more than 900 miles of navigable waterways. The Ohio River forms the entire southern border, while the Wabash River cuts through the western part. These waterways were crucial for early settlement and commerce. The Wabash is mentioned in the state song, "On the Banks of the Wabash Far Away." The Indiana shore of Lake Michigan spans 45 miles, providing beaches and port access. Fact 26. New Harmony was home to 2 utopian societies. First, the Harmony Society, a German Lutheran group, established a communal settlement in 1814. They built thriving farms and industries before selling to Robert Owen in 1824. Owen attempted to create a secular utopian community focused on education and social equality. Though his experiment lasted only 2 years, New Harmony attracted brilliant scientists and educators. Fact 25. The term Hoosier cabinet refers to kitchen furniture invented in Indiana. These freestanding kitchen workstations were manufactured primarily in Indiana in the early 1900s. The Hoosier Manufacturing Company of New Castle was the most prominent maker. These cabinets featured flour bins, spice racks, dish storage, and workspace, revolutionizing kitchen efficiency before built-in cabinets became common. Fact 24. Astronaut Gus Grissom was from Mitchell, Indiana. Grissom became the second American in space in 1961 and was selected as command pilot for the first Apollo mission. Tragically, he died in the Apollo 1 fire in 1967, along with 2 other astronauts. Grissom was known for technical expertise and a no-nonsense approach. The Grissom Air Reserve Base in Peru, Indiana, is named in his honor. Fact 23. 12 Apollo astronauts trained at Indiana University. The geology department developed a unique lunar simulation training program. Astronauts studied how to identify rocks and geological features they might encounter on the moon. This training proved crucial for the Apollo mission's scientific success. The university maintains exhibits about its role in the space race. Fact 22. The Great Flood of 1913 devastated Indiana. Between March 23rd to 26th, catastrophic flooding killed hundreds and left thousands homeless. Indianapolis, Fort Wayne, Peru, and other cities were underwater. The flood prompted major changes in flood control and water management across the Midwest. Whole neighborhoods were destroyed, and some communities never fully recovered. Fact 21. Indiana's official state stone is limestone, and its official state rock is Salem limestone. The Salem limestone formation produces Indiana's famous building stone prized worldwide for uniform color and texture. Geologically, it formed from ancient marine life in a shallow inland sea approximately 330 million years ago. Fossils of crinoids and other sea creatures can still be seen in the stone. Fact 20. T.C. Steele, one of Indiana's most famous artists, painted the state's landscapes. Steele was part of the Hoosier group of Impressionist painters in the early 1900s. His home and studio in Brown County, called the House of the Singing Winds, is now a state historic site. Steele captured Indiana's rolling hills, covered bridges, and changing seasons. Brown County's beauty attracted artists and became an artist colony. Fact 19. Levi Coffin, known as the president of the Underground Railroad, lived in Indiana. From his home in Fountain City, Coffin and his wife Catherine helped more than 2,000 enslaved people escape to freedom. Their house, now a National Historic Landmark, had hiding places and secret routes. Coffin's detailed records provide valuable historical documentation of the Underground Railroad's operations. Fact 18. Madam C.J. Walker, America's first female self-made millionaire, built her fortune in Indiana. Born Sarah Breedlove to formerly enslaved parents, Walker developed beauty and hair products for African American women. She moved to Indianapolis in 1910 and built a factory, hair salon, and training school. Her company employed thousands of African American women, providing economic opportunities during severe racial discrimination. Fact 17. The Indy 500's winner drinks milk because of tradition started by Lewis Meyer. In 1936, after winning his third Indy 500, Meyer requested buttermilk to refresh himself in Victory Lane. A dairy industry representative saw the photo and convinced race organizers to make it official tradition. Since then, nearly every winner has drunk milk, with only a few exceptions causing minor controversies. Fact 16. Indiana's Cataract Falls is the largest waterfall by volume in the state. Located in Owen County's Lieber State Recreation Area, Cataract Falls consists of upper and lower falls. The upper falls drops 45 feet while the lower falls drops 30 feet. Combined, they create a spectacular natural feature, especially impressive after heavy rains. The falls formed as Mill Creek carved through ancient limestone. Fact 15. Indiana has the largest Amish population outside Pennsylvania. Northern Indiana, particularly Elkhart and LaGrange counties, is home to one of America's largest Amish communities. Founded in the mid-1800s, these communities maintain traditional lifestyles, speaking Pennsylvania Dutch and using horse-drawn buggies. The area is known for Amish craftsmanship, particularly furniture and quilts. Shipshewana hosts a massive flea market, attracting hundreds of thousands annually. Fact 14. The Indiana Dunes became America's 61st national park in 2019. Previously a national lakeshore, the dunes along Lake Michigan were upgraded to national park status. These dunes tower over 200 feet high and contain remarkable biodiversity. Over 1,100 plant species, more than Yellowstone, Great Smoky Mountains, or Yosemite. The dunes formed over thousands of years from glacial activity. Fact 13. Kurt Vonnegut, one of America's greatest novelists, was from Indianapolis. Born in 1922, Vonnegut wrote satirical, darkly comic novels that questioned American society. His most famous work, Slaughterhouse-Five, drew on his experiences as a POW during the World War II bombing of Dresden. Other notable works include Cat's Cradle, Breakfast of Champions, and God Bless You, Mr. Rosewater. Vonnegut frequently referenced Indiana in his writing. Fact 12. Wyandotte Cave contains one of the world's largest underground mountains. Located in Harrison County, this cave system stretches over 9 miles. The Monument Mountain inside rises 135 feet from floor to ceiling, making it one of the largest underground mountains on Earth. Native Americans mined the cave for minerals over 2,000 years ago. In the 1800s, saltpeter was extracted for gunpowder. Fact 11. The town of French Lick was home to Larry Bird. One of basketball's all-time greats grew up in this small southern Indiana town. Bird led Indiana State to the NCAA championship game in 1979 before starring for the Boston Celtics. His rivalry with Magic Johnson captivated sports fans and revitalized the NBA. French Lick is also famous for the historic French Lick Resort. Fact 10. Indiana's state capitol building is heated by its own coal-fired power plant. Built in 1888, the Capitol building in Indianapolis is a stunning example of Renaissance revival architecture. The building's dome rises 234 feet and is covered with copper. Inside, murals and artwork depict Indiana's history. The building still generates its own power and heat, though this is being phased out for modern systems. Fact 9. The Studebaker Avanti was designed to save the company but became a design icon instead. Introduced in 1962, the Avanti was radically different from other American cars. Designed by Raymond Loewy in just 40 days, it featured a fiberglass body, no front grille, and sleek aerodynamic lines. It broke speed records at Bonneville Salt Flats. Despite critical acclaim, production problems plagued the car. Fact 8. Benjamin Harrison, the 23rd U.S. president, was from Indianapolis. Though born in Ohio, Harrison made his career in Indiana serving as a senator before becoming president from 1889 to 1893. His home in Indianapolis is now a museum and National Historic Landmark. Harrison was the grandson of President William Henry Harrison and the only grandson of a president to also become president. Fact 7. The Wabash River was the subject of Indiana's state song. On the Banks of the Wabash Far Away, written by Paul Dresser in 1897, became the state song in 1913. It's one of the best-selling songs of the 19th century, with over 1 million copies of sheet music sold. The song's nostalgic lyrics about Indiana's landscape resonated with Americans during rapid change. Fact 6. Eugene Debs, 5-time socialist presidential candidate, was from Terre Haute. Debs began as a labor organizer, helping found the American Railway Union. After the Pullman strike of 1894, he was imprisoned, where he read socialist literature and converted to socialism. He ran for president 5 times, receiving nearly 1 million votes in 1920 while imprisoned for anti-war speeches. His famous quote, "While there is a lower class, I am in it," exemplifies his philosophy. Fact 5. The Indianapolis Motor Speedway was originally paved with bricks. Built in 1909, the track was first surfaced with crushed stone and tar, but this quickly deteriorated. In 1909, 3.2 million bricks were laid to create a more durable surface. It took 63 days to lay all the bricks. The track became known as the Brickyard. Over time, most bricks were paved over with asphalt, but a yard of original bricks remains exposed at the start-finish line. Fact 4. Eli Lilly and Company, one of the world's largest pharmaceutical companies, was founded in Indianapolis. Colonel Eli Lilly started the company in 1876 with just $1,400. The company pioneered mass production of penicillin during World War II, saving countless lives. Lilly also developed insulin production methods, making the life-saving treatment widely available. Later innovations included the polio vaccine production and numerous important medications. Today, Eli Lilly employs thousands in Indiana. Fact 3. Indiana was a crucial stop on the Underground Railroad. The state's location between slave-holding Kentucky and free states to the north made it a vital corridor for freedom seekers. Communities throughout Indiana, particularly along the Ohio River and in Quaker settlements, provided safe houses and assistance. The journey was dangerous. Slave catchers operated in Indiana, and federal law required citizens to return escaped slaves. Despite these risks, thousands of Hoosiers participated. Fact 2. The world's largest children's museum is in Indianapolis. The Children's Museum of Indianapolis spans over 472,000 square feet, making it the largest of its kind globally. Opened in 1925, it features 5 floors of interactive exhibits covering science, culture, space, history, and arts. The museum's signature feature is a real P-51 Mustang plane mounted outside the building, appearing to crash through the facade. It attracts over 1 million visitors annually. Fact 1. Indiana invented the professional basketball game clock. Here's the big one. Indiana didn't just love basketball, it fundamentally changed how the game is played worldwide. In 1954, the NBA was struggling with a boring problem. Teams with the lead would stall, holding the ball indefinitely. Games became unwatchable. Indianapolis native and Syracuse Nationals owner Danny Biasone calculated that teams took about 60 shots per game in exciting contests. With 48 minutes of play, that meant 1 shot every 120 seconds or 24 seconds per team. He proposed the 24-second shot clock. The NBA adopted it for the 1954 to 1955 season. This single rule change saved professional basketball, transforming it into the fast-paced, exciting sport watched by billions today. Every basketball game played anywhere in the world with a shot clock exists because of this Indiana innovation. From Indiana's small-town gyms to the NBA Finals, the shot clock revolutionized basketball forever. And that's the Hoosier legacy. Innovation that changes the world. So there you have it, 50 incredible facts about Indiana that prove this state is way more than cornfields and flat land. From inventing the shot clock that saved basketball, to building some of America's most iconic monuments with Indiana limestone, from producing the world's popcorn to launching astronauts into space. Indiana's impact on American history and culture is undeniable. The crossroads of America has truly been at the intersection of innovation, sports, entertainment, and progress. Which facts surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this countdown, hit that like button and subscribe for more fascinating state facts. Thanks for watching, and remember, there really is more than corn in Indiana.